Dear mouthy actors, myself and others have already expounded on your effusive self-congratulation for being the stunning and brave examples fighting the historically imperialist lack of diversity in the entertainment industry, and how you will be a beacon of hope for others with attributes similar only to yours in your groundbreaking efforts to voice a talking tree stump in an upcoming animation. And in the process, you will have put down the audience as racist and phobes, etc. as well. We're hearing this song a lot lately, it seems. Of course, there is a historic precedent over decades of Oscar presentations, actors pushing far into the playoff music, telling the movie-buying public what radical efforts we need to support. So I'm not blaming you for following in the footsteps of role models from the champagne left, but as this year's Oscars were shockingly, refreshingly, relatively devoid of hectoring from those same role models, perhaps you all need to take the hint. I'm not saying don't be activists, but maybe you've forgotten what kind of activists you actually are and have been distracted by things you believe make you feel relevant because acting is, well, just playing dress up. Maybe you suffer from imposter syndrome and feel the need to show your relevance bona fide. I'm here to tell you we need your activism to entertain. And no, this is not a stay-in-your-lane rant. Your job is to make us forget about the jerk we're arguing with on Twitter, the estranged family member who votes for a different party, worrying about how we're going to pay for groceries and your tickets by transporting us someplace, any place, outside of our present mental state. That's your activism, telling us about your problems or how we need to change the world from behind your gated mansion is not what you're being paid to do. My mechanic does not tell me his problems. He tells me I need new brake lines. Don't tell us that you will be a harbinger for inclusivity for future generations because you got to hoof a straight white male character in the nads in your latest superhero movie. You're not the next Barbara Stanwyck or Joan Crawford. Your job is to take us somewhere else, away from our miserable lives. Whatever problems you do have are more than likely as a result of your own privileged activities. Spending too much, partying too much, hanging out with the wrong people too much, making bad choices too much. We don't care what kind of screw-up you are. Live the best life you can. Hit your mark. Say your lines. That's all we need you to do. Why are you uniquely qualified to chastise us for not watching your stupid movie because we thought your casting was a mistake? And get this, recent studies have shown that people believe online influencers far more than entertainment personalities. Do you know why? Because they are perceived to be more genuine. Crazy, eh? All the more reason for you to get your asses over to that soundstage and do the one thing you're really good at. Impress our kids with how well you can anthropomorphize a floor mop. Maybe when a certain studio asks you to do a live action remake of a beloved animation, take a pass? Hypocrisy does not help you open movies. If you want to put your activism inside a piece of cinematic art, I'm fine with that because at the very least, someone much smarter than you has taken the time to string coherent words together. Activism in a movie is a choice that will be voted on by moviegoers. I'm a big fan of Costa Gavras, famous for making politically charged movies because they were entertaining and not didactic bellyaching made by studios whose only skill seems to be race and gender swapping characters in existing franchises. I'm not telling you what you should or shouldn't do or say, just reminding you that there are consequences to pissing off the core purchasing audience. I would normally suggest that you stop using all social media, but one, it feeds your ego, feeds mine. And two, the studios practically demand it as part of their marketing. In fact, there are cases where the only reason you got hired for a role was because you had a substantial social media following. Oh, for the good old days when you'd sleep your way into roles. And so it goes. Till next time, denizens, be seeing you.